What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Robe the King, and I want it to be made known. I want it to be very clear that I am reacting to this video purely off of hate. Like I'm purely like I'm purely reacting to this off of pure hatred. When Sean Kingston, who is now in jail, not that that matters, but not that matters to what's happening right now. Sean Kingston said, "Nobody, no, that was Akon. I'm tripping." So when Akon was like, "Nobody wants to see us together," like if they ever sing that, Young Thug and Mariah the Scientist, please be thinking about me. If y'all ever sing that, please be thinking about me because I don't want to see y'all together. Y'all are a complete odd couple. Um, I personally think that she could do better. And it's just one of those situations like when the really pretty girl at school is dating the bad boy. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not a fan of it. I don't like it. And I think I've made my point. So if you're not here for the hate, I understand it, but I'm only doing this because I'm hating. You know what I'm saying? I just want that to be very clear. So any comments that I make, it will be purely off of like just know why I'm making that comment. So y'all don't have to be in the comments talking about something you hating. I know. I'm hating big time. Okay. I'm hating on purpose, right? Because this is one of my very few celebrity crushes. And but every day it goes down. Every day it goes down. But like every day, like I'm losing less and less. She's becoming less and less of a crush to me. But but nevertheless, she's still a crush at this moment in time. Maybe my crush will be completely gone by the end of this. Maybe I've had this couple pegged wrong completely. Maybe by the end of this, we'll find that I'm no longer a hater, and I think that they are match made in heaven for one another. Yeah, I mean, maybe that we'll not. We don't know. We'll maybe fast forward to the end of this. I don't know. I'm not at the end of this video. I don't have the. I can't go to the end of this video just yet. But maybe y'all can when we done. No, but we live streaming right now on Twitch. We live streaming right now on Twitch and on YouTube. So shout out to everybody watching right now. I am live streaming. So maybe once this live is done, we'll come to the end of it. Right? I need to put I need to put up like yeah, put something over the number count. I don't be wanting to do stuff based off of numbers, but I'm glad y'all watching. Shout out to y'all watching. All right, let's get into it.
When do your album come out?
My bad. Hold on. So I don't know. Yeah, it need to be coming through here. So I'm switching where the audio is coming from. All right, cool. He asked her when the album comes out. This is the beginning of the video.
When do your album come out?
When did your album come out?
June 37th.
I don't know, same day type You know what I'm saying?
June 37th. Be ready.
Hey GQ, it's Mariah the Scientist, and
Spider.
we're gonna take the GQ couples quiz.
Okay.
What's the first thing I do when I wake up in the morning?
Mirror.
Mirror?
First step.
So y'all living together? Y'all living together, man? I'm upset already. I'm tight.
There are things to be done in the mirror, so I'm gonna get it like a 0.5. What is something about me that you think people would be surprised to know?
So you smarter than you look.
Ooh, what that mean?
That's a crazy thing to say. You smarter than you look. She went to NYU, first of all. She went she went, and this is why I don't like you for her. Cause like she not even utilizing all that she could be utilizing, fooling with you.
You know, some girls just be like
Cute
super
and-
cute, and then you just forget like, oh, you
Smart girls look cute, and cute girls look smart. Like what you talking about? See, he not even smooth, man. He ain't have to do much but be Young Thug.
don't realize or you don't know, and you're not a cook for sure. For sure, you cooking.
I like that. Okay, 2 points for that. Can you describe my nighttime routine?
Mirror.
I don't know if she went to NYU. I think she went to St. Joseph's. I know she went to a school in New York. I know that. She went to a school in New York. Please don't kill me. I know it was a red school that she went to. That's all I know.
I knew you was gonna say that. Mirror only, huh? That's why I be it.
Mirror,
Tweezing, this and that.
back and forth like bed, mirror, muffins and shit in the bed, and
Eating muffins in the bed, baby.
muffin crumbs in the bed for sure.
Muffin crumbs in the bed.
I've woke up with muffin crumbs to my
Stuck
back.
together.
For sure.
Be waking up.
There's no such thing as kind of amazing.
I've said this already. I will, to everybody new out there, I will pay for YouTube when YouTube pays for me.
It either is.
I'm gonna give you 2 points for this if you can answer it. What's my favorite muffin? Where is the muffin from? And what kind of muffin is it? If you get this
It's
right,
a blueberry muffin with some type of fucking breadcrumb glaze, some shit on top of
the
it.
streusel.
What?
The streusel.
Streusel? Blueberry muffin with streusel from Publix. Come on, my 2 point, man.
2.5.
2.5.
Streusel.
The half point is crazy.
How many points can you get? Like, what is it? Is like, oh, it's just a point. And so, okay, so it's a point for each one and not necessarily like, because she keep giving him half a point for stuff. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking like, do you get 2 points for it? So what's the system they're going off of? 1 point. Okay. I don't like this. I don't like this outfit from Mariah the Scientist, but she's eclectic. I get it. I ain't upset. I am kind of upset, but I can't be mad at her. It is what it is.
Streusel. Streusels.
Streusel.
I guarantee you no man know that.
What's my hidden talent? Type shit.
Type shit. You can rap. She harder than a lot of guys. She hard. Like she got like 3 or 4 songs where she like she a rap. It's crazy.
I'm gonna give you a point for that. What was the best
I
gift you
get
ever
it.
gave me? The best gift that I just love every day.
Probably earrings.
Wrong answer. Love the earrings though.
Shit, me. My soul, really.
Second to you is Tootie. Tootie is our cat that I love so much, like a son.
My heart is getting broken with every answer. This was a bad idea, and we still got 10 minutes left. Hopefully, I lose my crush on this woman by the end of this video. It ain't working so far because, my goodness.
He is my son. What's our dream vacation?
Man, you be switching that shit up, so you be switching it up.
Just name like 1 or 2.
Italy.
Italy, yes, I give you a point for that. And we will be going,
For sure.
for sure.
Can he lead us? I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not trying to be funny, but can he leave the country? Can he leave the country right now? He's on probation. Shoot, he could do anything he wants. They got money. You know what I mean? Like he asked for like something to be reduced. Like, oh, you gotta let me go to Atlanta. And the judge was like, yeah, you right, my bad. And let him do it. So yeah, I'm sure he could go to Italy.
How can you tell when I'm upset?
Eyes.
It's just a look.
She like look eye to eye when she mad.
Obviously, it's telling you something because you know. I'm gonna give you a point for that. You know my favorite flower?
Motherfucker blue, man. I don't know, man.
I
Yeah.
actually do like a blue flower. It's called hydrangea. That's my favorite flower for real. I'll give you a point for that because it is blue.
I think hydrangeas, I think it is. I don't know. Maybe she's saying it wrong. I don't know. But I heard hydrangeas is what they're called for real. I don't know. Thinking out loud. I'm reacting out loud because this is a reaction video. Forgive me.
Name any job I had before this.
Foot Locker.
Yeah, that's my first job. How'd you know that? Did I tell you that?
I know everything in the world.
Everything?
Everything.
Excuse me.
Everything in the world.
What's our song? Name like 2 or 3.
Beyonce, Mary J. Blige,
He's an artist.
What
not-
she say?
Beyonce.
Excuse me.
She said,
What's
what-
our song? Name
What's our song? You start naming artists? He not a good listener, Mariah. I was listening when you said it.
like 2 or 3.
If you ever see this video, I'm just saying.
Beyonce, Mary J. Blige,
He's an artist, not songs.
You'll Always Be Mine. No. My everything. Come on, man.
That's what you're gonna go with? I'll take the Mary J though. I definitely will take that. What's my favorite restaurant and what's my order
In what city?
in Atlanta?
To one in Atlanta, Captain D's.
Captain D's. Captain D's. That don't count. Like of course I used to go to Captain D's because it was around the corner from my house. and stuff like that. And it made it just made sense. Like when you wanted something real quick and you didn't want it, but all Captain D's is ghetto. So I don't I don't know how to feel about this.
You eat the same thing, but from different restaurants, so it's hard to say your favorite restaurant. I say like Cheetah's,
Love cheetah.
Copper Cove. When I was locked up, it's right by the jail I was at.
Papa Do's.
Papa Do's.
Oh, you coming crazy right
For
now.
sure,
I like
for
how
sure.
you coming.
It's right by where? Cause cause I know where Papa Do's is at. You saying where you at?
Restaurant. I say like Cheetah's,
Love cheetah.
Copper Cove. When I was locked up, it's right by the jail I was at.
Papa Do's.
Papa Do's.
Oh, you
Oh, he was locked up. Oh yeah, he was locked up in Atlanta. So he was up there in like Marietta or whatever.
coming crazy right
For
now.
sure,
I
for
like how
sure.
you coming. 3 points.
As you redefine what's
Two
possible,
commercials.
Lexus refines what you deserve. Because a car that doesn't make you feel something is
Blair
a car
Underwood.
that stops short of amazing.
Go ahead, Blair. Get your commercial on. That's what I'm talking about. Lexus too.
What's my guilty pleasure? I feel like it's one
Why y'all ain't give me a chance to skip it? You two. You on to me or something?
response for this, for real.
Shit, me.
Yeah, that's
What?
my response. I feel like it's one response for this. 3 points.
3
What's my
points.
guilty pleasure?
So she just figures out how the points want to go. Like, so she decides whether she should give him X amount of points or whatever it may be. There's no real system outside of like the system that's in her heart. That ain't fair, because then he could win. He could or she could win. I don't know. Like, but it ain't based off of like no real metric for real. But whatever. That's not what it's about. It's about love and all that stuff.
I feel like it's one response for this, for real.
Shit, me.
Yeah, that's my response.
What was the question?
I feel like
For
now,
sure,
I like
for
how
sure.
you
My ADD acting up. What was the
I
question?
was locked up. It's right by the jail I was at.
Papa Do's.
Papa Do's.
Oh, you coming crazy right
For
now.
sure,
I like
for
how
sure.
you coming. 3 points. What's my guilty pleasure? I feel like it's one response for this, for real.
Shit, me.
Yeah.
And that's a shame. That's a shame that he know that. He shouldn't know that. I don't like that. And it is though. But we all know that. We all know that. The world know that.
That's my
ahead.
response. I give you a point for that. You my guilty pleasure, baby. Describe my ideal date night.
Leather.
She wanted him to feel that, like to like really feel that and say, man, I appreciate that. You mine. You know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of the time this mentally challenged dude got like he was Michael Jordan had bought him some stuff and like signed a bunch of stuff and all of that. And so Michael was on the phone with him and he was like, I love you, Michael. I love you, Michael. I love you, Michael. Like waiting, like trying to like spam the I love you too out of Michael Jordan. And Michael never gave it up. Michael, all right, man. Appreciate you. All right. Yeah, no problem. Anytime, buddy. All right. I'll see you soon. All right. But he's like, all right, Michael. I love you. I love you. That's what she was doing. You my guilty pleasure, baby. He heard you the first time. And you're not from Queens. Why you wearing that hat?
Ooh.
You driving.
Which car?
Bentley.
Nowhere near Queens. That's not a hat that's not like one of them hats that you could just wear. You gotta be from Queens to wear that. What you doing?
What we doing on the date?
Playing footsies.
I'll
Make me
take
try
that.
food.
Yes, definitely some with some food. I give you a point for that. If I could have a wild animal as a pet, which animal would it be? And it's such a random answer. And this is very interesting that it's on here.
Red Panda.
2 points. You're going crazy. Who's my best friend?
Besides me. Probably people who stay in New York with their name. Malik, Lexus, whatever her name, man.
Oh, you heard that, Morgan? Love that. 2 points. You are my bestie, though. What did I wear on our first date?
I don't know what you want on the first day because you stood me up. How about that?
This is crazy. No, I did not.
I don't know what you had on that day. But the first official date
That's
we
okay.
did have, you were black.
I don't know what you wore on that first date because you stood me up. So you didn't have a date. You just wanted to throw my baby under the bus. See, Mariah, you don't need to be. Listen, man, you don't need to be with nobody that's just gonna throw your faults in your face at any point in given time that they want to. You need to get with somebody that is gonna appreciate you and it's just gonna whisk away the fact that you stood them up on the first date. You know, they know what you meant when you said first date. The first date that we actually had, the one I showed up to That's the first date. I would never do that to you, Mariah the scientist.
What's the
Never.
first official date?
At the house.
I didn't have black on. And I got evidence. How you gonna say I didn't have on white and it was a all white function?
I remember having a conversation with you and you was like, everybody had on white but me.
I got proof.
You had on all white.
I had on white and some jeans.
That don't care.
See, he mixing up conversations. See, I would never. I know exactly what you would be saying in moments. You know what I mean? Come on, man. Drop that 0.
Yeah.
0 points. Ain't had no black on. My pants was kind of dark. Who are my biggest musical inspirations?
You don't express that type of stuff. You listen to like bands and shit. Like she don't just listen to the music that we listen to. She listens to like different shit. You listen to everybody. You listen to Future, B, Wham, Savage, Mulatto, Sexy Red.
He ain't naming none but rappers.
Exactly. Exactly. You ain't name nobody outside of y'all little subgenre of hip hop.
One that's not a
You
rapper.
know who I look up to. You know what I'm saying? You ain't never told me like this is who I look up to.
That's cap. Maybe like an Outcast.
The music you make don't got shit to do with you being inspired by Outkast.
I'm inspired by you, definitely.
Thank you.
So, half a point. Type shit.
I toasted that shit for sure.
I hope I get as many right as you getting right. How you think I'm gonna do?
Excellent.
Excellent? Okay, come on, let me see.
What time do I usually go to bed?
Well, let me guess real quick. She gonna know everything about this man. Like it ain't gonna be no surprise. She gonna know everything there is to know about this man. They ain't had nothing but time. No pun intended. Like, you know what I mean? They ain't had nothing but time to get to know one another, which I think is beautiful for real. If we being honest, I think it's beautiful that they, you know what I mean, that they really into each other like that. You know what I mean? So, but my guess is that she's gonna know everything that there is to know. She's going to know. And then he going to be surprised, but he also not going to be surprised at the same time. After you think about it, like this girl is obsessed over me.
He don't go to bed. If he do go to bed, it's the next day. 10 a.m., 11 a.m.
52 points.
See?
All time I win.
See, she won already. See, that's whack. They should let for those of us who aren't in the relationship, y'all should just let it be 1 point or 2 points so that those boots is fire. But you should just let it be 1 or 2 points so that we can stay on track. Like, of course, y'all still in love, but the fact that he's able to say 52 points and he only got 20 is freaking nuts. But that's the gentleman thing to do. It's a blowout. And now I no longer want to watch the video, but whatever.
What's my favorite watch in my collection?
I could have sworn you told me one time it was this one Rolex that's a little bit different.
Pablo.
What is that?
That's one of them. Pablo Escobar had 26 points. What was my best subject in school? That's crazy.
She got it wrong, I think. And he still gave her a point. Said, come on, man.
What you good at now is math. You definitely good at math. Quick math, easily.
50 points.
Do that, man.
For sure. What do I never leave the house without?
This man.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that opens up a world of possibilities. With Venture X, you earn
your phone.
YouTube, like, if you gonna keep skipping these commercials, we gonna give you 2 commercials to not skip. But what was I about to say? He said something.
In school, that's crazy.
What you good at now is math. You definitely good at math. Quick math, easily.
50 points.
Sweet.
For sure. What do I never leave the house without?
Your phones.
Nobody in the world leave the house without that.
I don't know if I can say what I want to say. Can I say anything?
Whisper it.
Probably some drugs. That's why you want to whisper it, because there's some drugs that he can't leave the house with or without.
76 points.
What did he say?
Can I say anything?
You lucky I
Whisper
can't.
it. 76 points.
What the heck?
What I want to say. Can I say anything?
Whisper it.
Stop making noise in the background.
If I can say what I want to say. Can I say anything?
Whisper it. 76
Oh, he said, yep. Yeah, your purple cup. Yeah.
points.
Yeah.
For sure.
What's my love language?
Your love language is giving gifts, for one, and maybe words of affirmation. Because I feel like you ain't gonna say it, but you like to hear me say, you look great and you this and you that, you know.
Yeah. 100 points.
How many points I'm gonna have?
You doing good for real though.
Thank you.
Because I don't express none of this shit for you. So for you to know it, it's like cool. If I was an animal, what animal would I be? I know you know that.
Lion.
Everybody gonna say lion.
216 points.
Ain't no man not gonna say a lion. Not a alpha male in the world that's not gonna say lion.
For sure.
I wish these points was monetary value.
You're not a lion though. I feel like you're more like a mongoose or like a you know what I mean? I don't want to be mean. More like a platypus or something like that. That's what I would see. But hey, ain't no man gonna say nothing outside of like a lion or a gorilla or something like that, a cheetah or something like that. But mainly lion for sure.
What's my midnight snack?
Butter pecan ice cream. You don't want that one? You want a different one?
11 points.
11.
What word do I overuse?
Overly was one.
For sure.
Now you're saying absolutely. That's a new one.
I just say that to the kids. I wouldn't say that. I ain't saying that in public.
Overly is the word.
For sure. Overly the word. 100 points. If I could have any superpower, which one would I choose?
Probably to fly. You the type of nigga that want to fly or some shit like that, for sure.
I'm thinking more like
Y'all ain't bleeping out the N-word, GQ?
disappear.
Oh, really? That's
you-
right.
See, the N-word just been so freaking commercialized. It ain't even funny.
Be still
GQ ain't bleeping it out.
captured.
I told you before that if I could choose a superpower, it would be to be invisible. So now you taking mine?
Invisible and disappear is kind of different though.
That's the same thing. Okay.
12 point.
You gonna give me
13
12?
point.
Okay, I'll take it.
What's my worst habit?
Staying out late.
Staying out late doing nothing is a bad habit. Staying out late and working is not a bad habit.
I'm gonna say not eating as many vegetables as he goes to eat.
I take that. Everybody in the world like that. You the only person that's just like
Actively try to eat vegetables.
just happy to eat them. It's a
Look at her face. Look at her skin. Huh? And you be mad if she didn't look like that. Vegetables did that.
guy was locked up with named Connor. Shout out to my boy Connor Beck. He wake up to eat
Vegetables.
for sure. That's all he ate.
I want to be like that.
Plate full of fucking vegetables, like every day, like for sure, like.
Gotta eat your vegetables, baby.
I think his new word is for sure, not even though that's two words. But I haven't heard him say overly, with the exception of her prompting him to say overly. But other than it, for sure.
What's my favorite song you've made?
Always and Forever is one, or Like You Never.
Shoot, what's my favorite song? What's my joint? S-E-N-S-E, R-U-C-E-I-B-E, I need help. What was she spelling? I've always been. F-E-N-S-D. I forgot that song, but that song. That's my favorite one.
1,700 points.
Thank you.
What is one food I would absolutely never eat?
Sushi.
For sure. 2,700 points for that.
I'm gonna have such a huge score.
What's my favorite feature of yours?
My lips.
17 points.
Because when we met, that's what all you used to talk about.
Yeah, that's one, but
It's a new one.
Her lips. She got a great nose. Her nose is cute. Lips. Her lips is alright. But her nose is the bomb. Her nose is like a Disney character.
maybe toes.
Oh, okay. Cute.
What's one thing?
Nah, what? Now, I love Mariah the Scientist. I love Mariah the Scientist. Hold on, let me see what he
Because
says.
when we met, that's what all you used to talk about.
I'll tell y'all in a second.
That's one, but
It's a new one.
maybe toes.
Oh, okay.
Okay. That's this right here. There was a post of her, right, with her toes out one time, and somebody commented. Somebody commented, and it was my exact sentiments. Somebody said, "Why God be doing this?" And I thought, exactly. That's exactly how I feel. Why do God be doing this? This girl look good from head to ankle, yo. You can't have everything. That's the thing. That's just a reminder. God is like, you can't. I'm not giving you everything. I'm absolutely not giving you everything.
Cute.
What's one thing I want us to do together before we die?
Go to space.
5,000 points.
We gon'
5,000 points for something y'all will never do.
I thought you were gonna mess up on that. What is the most worn item in my closet?
Probably some leather pants, Air Force Ones, Converse, polo draws, polo tee.
103 points.
You're not gonna believe what happened. Tell me everything. I'll show you on Monday.com. So I started the biggest initiative.
You can't gauge when you're doing bad and when you're doing good with him because he's giving out a 12.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's so freaking trash. It's like you've made that part uninteresting. Like, when you doing that, like that's so freaking lame, bro. That's so whack that you doing that off rip. So you can't even gauge if she winning, if she winning or not for real, off of what she got right and off of what he got wrong or whatever it is. You can't gauge nothing. He got 20 points. She got 10,000 something points off of what, 10 questions so far? Like, you can't even gauge if they doing well.
12 points and 5,000 points. It's like,
But you can gauge it though.
so the 11 points. Okay, I got it.
I can't gauge it if I counted the questions and how much she got right. But you just defeated that purpose.
What's my favorite show we watch together?
He likes The Office. If you were a character in The Office, you would definitely.
I do gauge how intelligent a person is. I do. This is a guilty thing of mine, but I do gauge how intelligent a person is, whether they like The Office or not. Like, do you have a good sense of humor? And chances are, if a person doesn't like The Office, I've learned they don't have a good sense of humor. It's like, and they don't pick up on jokes really quickly. You know what I mean? That's one of those type of shows, that type of dry humor type of show. I'm like, if you don't like The Office, but everybody loves Abbott Elementary, which in my opinion is like a knockoff Office, but so was Parks and Recs. But to me, it's The Office, it's Diet Office. You know what I'm saying? They took the things that you could like quickly duplicate and then put it into a school. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not knocking Abbott Elementary at all. I think they're doing great things. But I'm like, I definitely gauge if a person is at a certain has a certain intellectual prowess based off of whether they like The Office or not. Now, if they've never seen it, that's one thing. But if they was like, yeah, I watched 3 seasons of it and I don't like it, I'm like, nah, we'll keep things really simple with you. I just don't see. There's so many types of comedy within The Office. It's kind of like impossible not to like if you like comedy at all. That's just how I feel about it. Sorry, not sorry.
Be Michael. Would you be Michael?
I'd be Dwight Schrute.
You would be Dwight?
Or Jim.
I'm definitely Mike.
Mike is great. 5,100
She is not Michael. Not at all.
points. Who is my
Michael is crazy dumb and just crazy racist. Like, that's not her.
childhood hero? She'll know that for sure.
Childhood hero?
My childhood hero from the trenches.
Can I have a hint? Would I know like their name in general, you think? Or not really?
For sure.
Okay,
Well, you
give
can
me a
name one from TV, because it is one on TV though.
From TV? You got a hint?
Lil Wayne. How you not know that?
Saying my
3
hero
points.
is from the trenches. 3 points and then didn't get none right is crazy.
3
Like,
points.
okay, thank you for the 3 points. You said he from the trenches, then you switched it up and said TV. So I'm
I
thinking
said,
film.
like,
Too cryptic.
somebody I look
Too
up to.
cryptic.
I literally said somebody I looked up to. What is my most prized possession?
Or his children.
5,300 points. Who's my dream feature on the song?
Rick James, Michael Jackson. Who doesn't want to collaborate with Michael Jackson? Tupac, maybe.
9,000 points.
You've literally collaborated with everybody.
What's my favorite color?
Purple. Or maybe yellow these days.
9,600 points. What is my star sign? Bonus points for rising or moon placement.
I actually know all of those. He doesn't even know, but I know because I've asked his mother what time he was born. You're Leo. That's his sun sign. His rising, if I'm not mistaken, is Taurus, and I think you're. It's because I just needed to know.
I do want to know what it means.
So actually, I have it on my phone. So
Look into you like that.
you know what that means? 3.
Okay.
That's what it's called. Cancer rising, your moon. Here, I had this many points.
I had this many points.
What can I say? That was expected.
You let the woman win.
And what you talking trash?
That's what
Nah.
that's what it is. Like, he's letting her win, but it's like, let her win in a better way than that. Make it interesting, bro. You ruining the game.
To the mic.
I did that just to show the world the woman mindset and the man's mindset.
I knew this.
So make sure y'all know that now. You gave me a fucking half a point for being right. It's bonkers.
And you gave me 55,166 points.
The reason why I did is because I want her to
You got 49,000 points. Get it right.
have the highest number ever from GQ. You know?
Thank you for that.
Nobody top us, bro. Thank you, GQ, for having us.
All I gotta do is go in there with my celebrity girlfriend or wife one day and then just give her 50,000 points off of the first question, according to your math. That's all I gotta do.
We'll see you next time, man.
But don't forget to get his album.
Nah, we ain't doing no promo over here outside of mine. Go to go to Robe Robe Reacts on YouTube if you wanna like this video because I'm done streaming and done recording. Also go to patreon.com/Fresh Air Media if you want to support your boy. Greatly appreciate y'all. Peace out. Peace out. Peace out. Peace out. We out of here. How do I stop this?